Is this heaven?
No, it's a podcast. Welcome to the Field of Geeks podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 80 of the Field of Geeks podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Joey.
I'm Billy.
Welcome, Billy. Thanks for being our guest.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Is this your first show?
No, it's more like my fourth.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. Okay. I just haven't been on when he's on, I don't think.
Yeah, he was on the phone a long time ago, and then we did the Superman commentary.
Yep.
So, and then we did a scary movie talk. So, it was
Oh,
great.
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The
Due for
scary
another one
movie,
if we
like
can.
the parody scary movies? Or
No,
Oh.
we should do that this year.
No, the actual scary movies, actually scary movies.
We should rank the scary movies. No,
Like the Wayans Brothers scary movies,
that's only two,
including
then, right?
Dance Flick and
I like Dance Flick.
Little Man.
Little Man is pretty good.
No, it wasn't.
White Chicks?
I mean, yeah, I guess it's quotable.
It's so weird that Damon Wayans is on Lethal Weapon now.
I saw that.
And Marlon Wayans is
Oh.
on Marlon.
Oh, is that a network show?
Yeah, it's like CBS or something.
He did that Naked show for Netflix. It must have just been
think it was a movie.
one-off. Oh, it was a movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it was any good.
I don't know. I didn't see
I
it.
didn't see it.
You know? Okay.
We just wanted to get a little message across that we know that it's been kind of a trying week. A lot of chaos, a lot of violence, a lot of death. We just hope that we can be an escape a little bit for, I don't know, an hour and a half or however long we talk.
4 hours.
Just just letting you listen and reminisce about old geek stuff or new stuff yet to come. We just hope that we can be kind of a light and just bring you joy with us geeking out about whatever we're excited about. With that, let's get into it.
Very good. Well, here in Des Moines, we have a great breaking news piece. Wizard World is coming back in 2018.
Yeah.
So,
All right, don't call it a comeback because they were just here a few months ago.
well, it's going to be a year since... Well, it seemed like they weren't coming back. So, they're coming back.
Did they ever announce they weren't?
No.
So it seemed like they weren't.
All right, they're returning. They strike again. I don't know. Whatever you want to say. It's going to be from June 5th to the 7th. So I take it it'll be the Des Moines Convention Center,
Hy-Vee Hall.
whatever we're calling Hy-Vee Hall. There you go.
Is that where it's been?
Yeah.
I thought it was at Wells Fargo. Is
No,
it
Hy-Vee Hall.
always a Hy-Vee Hall?
No.
Hmm.
Well, all of them together is the Iowa Event Center, right?
yeah.
Whatever.
Do they do anything with vets anymore? Or
Yeah.
is that what it's called still?
There's panels there.
They have
Okay.
panels there, and then during the holidays they have festival trees.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to get you to come this
Nope.
2018. Yeah, we are.
Oh, I thought you meant the Festival of Trees. I was like, I'm not going to that at all.
Joey, you got to see these trees, man.
But if there are people at the next con that I want to see, then I'll go. But
Well, we
I'm not going to spend.
as a team are going to try to do interviews
Oh.
and maybe have a panel, so we're going to need you to show up. So if we
Okay.
have to kidnap you,
If I get in for free, I'm there.
well, you will probably if we can get a press pass. So we'll probably get Billy in too. You can interview Tom Welling, maybe. I don't know.
But it can only be
I'll
about.
just stick a mic in his
It
face.
can only be about Lucifer.
Oh,
forget it.
that's,
on that.
no,
Forget it.
that's
Forget
harsh.
it. No.
Unless
That wasn't a jab at Lucifer or
no,
him.
no. I'm not saying that. But
That was just because Billy really likes Smallville.
only like Superman in general.
What?
Yeah,
I thought you just had a crush on Tom Welling.
he's pretty. Pretty boy. Whatever. So yeah, that's great news. I thought.
Well, we have
that
the same
was,
birthday. How about that?
Huh?
We have the same birthday.
Me and you?
No.
Happy birthday!
Wait, yours is in July.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Right. When's his birthday?
April 26th.
When's yours?
April 26th.
Oh. Wow, you have the same birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah, well, maybe he'll come here. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
I want Will Wheaton to come. I think that'd be awesome. What about you, Joey? Who do you want to see?
Kevin Conroy again, even though he came like 2
You
years
missed
ago.
it.
Okay, that's why I want to see
And
him
the dude
again.
who played Robin was here too.
Okay, that's why I want to see him again. That's hence why I said again.
But if
when
you say again, that hints that you saw him in the first place, right?
Yeah, but you said who do I want to be there?
Right.
Not who do I want to see.
Oh, my mistake.
I just want to see
But
Holly
he-
Marie Combs again.
Who?
Yeah,
Holly Marie Combs, from Charmed.
she just got engaged, so
I know.
sorry, man.
And you're also married. Ooh, sorry.
I know. I got a photo with her last year, so.
Yeah, you had fun. You had fun. They had quite a setup. It was interesting. Well, they had the stage. Kato Kalin was there.
Yep.
He's probably afraid now to be out because so-and-so's out of jail. By the way, that reminds me, did you catch SNL last night?
No.
It was a great...
Gal Gadot, she kissed Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, but that's not what I was bringing it up for. But
yeah, me neither.
That happened. Yeah,
I missed
yeah,
that? Oh.
yeah. Go check it out on YouTube. It's great. There's this date scene, and Kenan Thompson was playing. This looks like at first it was like, oh, it's just an innocent date scene.
Because he just seemed like an older guy. Because he was like, I've never been on this dating app before.
And then it's revealed he's O.J. Simpson.
Oh.
And she has no idea. And then she texts her friend after he says, "Oh, they used to call me the Juice, call me OJ, whatever."
Well, she has no idea because she's like foreign.
Yeah.
So she has no idea like.
So she texts her friend, and all of a sudden her phone just starts blowing up. It's like, and he's like, "I still got it." Yeah, that was pretty funny. But why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, we're talking about OJ.
I don't know.
Anyway, who do you want to see at the con besides what's his face, Kevin Conroy?
If they brought wrestlers in, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not as heavy into wrestling as I used to be.
Like Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, I want him to be super racist there. That'd be cool.
Brother.
No.
My sex tape.
I mean, I figured they wouldn't like bring The Rock or like, John Cena, guys who are like, if they've been there longer than 10 years, I doubt they would, make the trip to anywhere that's not really super special. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if they brought some like wrestlers in, that'd be cool.
What about you, Billy? Anything you want to see? Anybody?
Honestly, it's just I have to wait and see.
Yeah.
I've
What
only
if
been
Henry
to one.
Cavill was there?
I'll go to that one. I'll go to that one for sure.
Did you get Kane Hodder's autograph?
No. I just got Dean Cain's and.
Did you ever go up to him?
I just saw the panel.
Who?
Oh yeah, Kane Hodder. He played Jason in how many movies?
I think 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, like Jason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant played Jason in the movies. I was like,
Oh, I meant Friday 13th.
Okay.
Sorry.
I thought. Well, we were just talking about Superman, so I was like, who's Jason? Hey, here's what comes to my sidekick.
He's
Jason.
Jason is Superman's son.
Oh, I thought it was Connor.
I thought it was Bruce. I don't know.
No, that was Connor's Lex and Superman's love child, right?
What? I'm so out. What? Seriously?
Superboy.
Oh, really?
I mean, not actual love child, just their DNA is
Right.
mixed.
The same.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I wanted to segue into when you brought up The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
Smell.
What are your thoughts on his
Oh.
Hobbs movie he's doing that Tyrese is really upset about?
Has that been announced?
Yeah.
The Hobbs movie?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like...
Well, that's what started this whole... I don't know if you saw, but Tyrese broke that it was going to be out 2020.
Yeah, and he's blaming
And the
The Rock.
Hobbs movie is going to be out 2019.
Yeah.
The Hobbs, Jason Statham's character, whatever, crossover. So he's like basically dissing The Rock, and he's
Yeah.
upset. He's like, I thought we were family. I really get tired of them throwing that around. It's like, you guys are actors. Like, I doubt you're really
Well,
a
you can
family.
still get close to people on film sets.
Yeah, I'm sure he's close because he's like, I got nothing else, man. This is all I got.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I used to like Tyrese. He just seems, I don't know. I hope they don't cast him as Green Lantern. That's all I'm going to say. Because
I don't think it would be bad.
Yeah. So do you think he's got a good point then? Or do you think...
Well, no, I'm just advocating for the point that like you can grow close to someone on the
No,
on
I
the movie
get
set.
that. I get that. That aside, though, like the situation itself, The Rock came into
Yeah.
this franchise, but
I was just gonna wait till The Rock commented on it because
Yeah.
Vin Diesel also commented saying like we shouldn't point fingers. Like he seems like he's really trying to mature past this whole him versus The Rock beef. I try not to like care too much about off-screen drama because it just seems like needless bickering.
the thing is, though, it's like main stage because of the tweet Tyrese put out there. You know what I mean? It's like it's not really private anymore. It's like this is out now. It's like, what are people thinking? Like, I can see points on all sides, but to be fair, Tyrese didn't come back until like 5, and he was in 2, which a lot of people didn't like. So him and The Rock brought the franchise, not them themselves, but they helped bring it to where it is now. So it's like to blame The Rock, because I'm sure if Tyrese's character and Ludacris' character got a spinoff, they would do that in a heartbeat probably. I don't think they would be like, oh, we're going to put family first. Like, no, you're going to get paid, and you're going to do both. It's not like you're canceling the main franchise.
Right.
But I don't know. It's kind of like, I get it, but to me it just seems bad just to go after The Rock about it. You know, it's like...
Well, the studio probably got upset with Tyrese, or like maybe his agent or publicist did too.
Could be, yeah. I don't know. It's like, you know what? I wouldn't blow it, man. You got a good gig, and I mean, they probably could recast him.
he wouldn't really blow it because, I mean, The Rock called people out last year, and they didn't. It's not like they fired him. And
but do you think The Rock got away with that more because he didn't address anyone in particular? He just... And it was kind of debated, like, is this real? Is this not? Because him and Vin Diesel were supposed to have this wrestling event.
Well, now you can say that for this. Is it real, or is it just another publicity, like trying to amp up the movie?
Maybe. But I guess with Tyrese pointing the finger right at The Rock, it's different than The Rock's, his statement was vague. It's like it could be anybody.
Yeah.
It could be anybody in the production.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much.
As long as it's not Kurt Russell, I'm okay, because I like Kurt Russell. He's
probably going to die in the next one.
Probably. And he'll come back. They all come back. And they're going to bring back...
in CGI form or something like that.
Yeah. It'll be like his twin brother. They would do that, wouldn't they? They do a twin brother with an eye patch or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can see that.
He's got 2 eye patches.
I have a brother?
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming, and he's just...
Ooh,
eye patches? What do you mean you didn't see it coming? Because I got eye patches? It's like Everybody Loves Raymond when they're at that class or whatever. The teacher's got an eye patch, and was it Deborah, his wife? She like hits him or something. He's like, "Ow! You could have poked my eye out." And he says it like out loud. And the teacher's like. Well, anyways, back to the Everybody Loves Raymond podcast.
Yeah, that's coming soon. So this week we asked a question on our Facebook page. Basically, it was like a photoshopped version of mini Batmans with different actors under the cowl. So we had a lot of feedback. So I just thought it'd be cool to address that.
It was a what?
It was a picture we put out.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you got to see Colin Firth is one of them, or Colin Farrell. I'm sorry, Firth. That's funny. I might be kind of.
You say no to Colin Firth or Farrell?
Yes. Both.
Oh,
both.
Because they're Colin. You don't like either Collins?
Does not.
How about Will Ferrell?
Hell no.
With a mustache. Yeah.
No. Well, okay. What about before Michael Keaton? There's going to be Bill Murray.
Yeah, that might have been all right. Well, Keaton. I mean, look at it. Keaton
was Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
But then really
I'm not
fit
quite
that.
sure if Bill Murray could really be like this serious type Batman, because I've seen him do like serious things, but as far as that type of character, I don't really see him doing that kind of just.
It would have been too distracting. He was too big for that time too. Keaton was big, but I don't think he was like as big as Murray. Murray had that. He had so much exposure already, from the 70s on. So I don't know what. It might have been interesting, but who knows? I mean, it might have been more of a comedy, but we had some great responses. I just thought we'd address them because we really appreciate everyone responding. Always like feedback. So, but Tony Kukla, he said he liked John Hamm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wasn't
cool. He in the running before they announced Ben Affleck? I feel like he was.
I don't know. Was he more in the running for Superman, or was that just?
Oh, might have been what it was.
Would have been a very old Superman, but he's got a good jawline. Would have worked out pretty well.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, good possibilities there. Hillary Shelton, she said Clooney shouldn't have been an option. Worst Batman ever. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know about that.
Well, I think
older Clooney would have been good.
Well,
bobblehead Clooney was not.
A lot of it comes with the writing.
Obviously.
I mean, if you're going to have a bad script, it's going to be a bad...
Well, in that movie, he had so much going against him, the script, the cowl was freaking huge, and he still didn't get his head adjusted to acting, like young George Clooney just does this bobblehead thing, and it really annoys me. And lately, someone else has been caught doing that, and I forgot, but anyway, yeah, I could, for what it was, yeah, that was the worst, but... Kilmer doesn't really hold up too well anymore to me. I used to like his, but the lips distract me. I don't know. It's just weird.
Really? More than Michael Keaton? No. Michael Keaton's lips were 10 times more distracting.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. His lips are like that usually, but with the mask, it was,
Bill Whittam said Keaton is always number one.
no offense to Keaton. I was just saying.
Well, he's number one, so
Oh, okay.
right. I like Keaton.
Keaton's always been
It
my
was
favorite.
interesting to see the Bruce Wayne with the curly fro.
Yeah, I liked his
It
Batman.
brought representation. To
I didn't
people
like
me.
I mean, his Bruce Wayne was all right, but I think his Batman was, and it was the first big cinematic Batman we saw. So
And he brought us the Bat Limbo when he had to look up at the city.
yeah, it's because when they designed the suit, he went to turn his head like normal, and it ripped, and so they had to do that wide turn thing, come up with that, which I think they finally have perfected. You know,
Affleck?
Bale had the helmet thing, which
Yeah.
was perfect, but then with Affleck, I don't know.
And
if
now
it's like,
you look at the Bale thing, and you're like, oh god.
yeah. Well, I like Batman Begins costume more than the.
No, yeah, I do too, because
Yeah.
it looks a lot more bulky, I guess. Not saying like Batman has to be bulky, but I don't want like a. I don't know, the Bale thing. It kind of just like it looked really skinny in the neck, and it just
Yeah.
seemed like I don't know, one good
like
punch.
you could
could
just
just
take him out. Yeah. Yeah, with Affleck though, I don't know if they use some CG or anything, or if
what?
it's actually the material's made. So
Yeah, it's the material.
is it okay? It's interesting.
I think I like Affleck's suit a lot better than the other ones because
I do too.
it
I
stays
think it's
true
the best.
to as far
Absolutely.
as comics go.
Absolutely.
And then also he can also, I think they learned with the suit and with the mask, he can just rip it off as well too. So he can actually turn his head,
Right.
And he's a lot more, built in this character,
Right.
So
Yeah,
they said the suit's kind of like a rubber.
fabric
I like-
mix.
I think like mixed with like I want to say polyester, but that doesn't sound right. But like it's
It
something to where it won't tear if he turns. I remember seeing the Suicide Squad footage of him just on the Lamborghini.
Not the
like-
cape, right?
Huh?
Well, there's shots of because the cape's added in
Oh, right.
post. But yeah, I mean, it was very wearable. Like, Bale's costume looked kind of goofy without the cape. You know, you see all the whatever it was, the
Yeah.
ridges. But yeah, this suit's like, I bet it's
Well, but I
really
remember
hot,
seeing the
too.
footage, and it was like he had to turn his head.
Yeah.
And I was watching it in class. I was like, oh my god, they did it.
They're like, Joey, pay attention.
Who was that? My friend or my teacher?
Affleck,
I hope it's your teacher.
Affleck gets a lot of flack about about being this character.
Yeah.
But I think he's portrayed the Bruce Wayne character as the serious guy, and then also with a little bit of humor as well too.
He reminds me so much of
And
animated series Bruce Wayne.
And then he plays the Batman character with a little bit of humor, but yet serious as
Right.
well. So I give kudos to him for playing this character. I think that's good casting
Yeah.
for this type of franchise.
Sure.
And I hope it proves that, later on down
I
the
hope
road.
he gives us a lot more. I really do. I mean, hear all these rumors. We're not gonna get into it, but
Yeah, I'll throw my hat in the ring.
my choice. Yeah, go
Now
ahead.
that Ben Affleck's out as Batman, I'd like to see Ben Affleck
Come
back
back.
in as Batman. Make the return. Batman returns. He
There you go.
literally didn't go anywhere, but he's returning.
Because you probably heard the rumors like he's in, he's out. I mean,
for the Batman.
I like him a lot. I think he should stay with it. Like, I don't know if it's because of the fan backlash.
There's
There's really
this-
not a lot of backlash with him, though.
Well, no,
there
there's
was to
this
begin with.
yeah. Well, when he first was announced, but I
right.
think after BVS, it was more the movie was attacked than his performance. Like he was one of the highlights.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Well, and like, I think there's just a narrative of people wanting to tear down the DC universe, which DCEU isn't an official term.
I just learned that this week. Yeah.
But like people want, I don't know if people want him out as Batman, but there are all these headlines that Ben Affleck's out as Batman. He's done after this next movie, and it's like I don't
If
know
he hasn't really
what-
announced it,
exactly.
it's not.
If I don't hear anything from him, maybe Zack Snyder. I don't know if he's involved too much anymore. I'm not going to get into that. WB or Jeff Johns. I'm not gonna look at like I don't know whatever. I'm not going to name a crappy news source, but I'm not going to believe that anymore.
Gotcha.
Tired of all the clickbait crap.
Well, Rachel E. Byers said that she liked Christian Bale, but Michael Keaton's look she liked for Batman. Dave Macon said Keaton's all-time favorite, but Brolin would be badass. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
How tall is he?
Brolin? I think he's a big dude.
Is he tall?
I think so. I guess Affleck's like 6'4",
Yeah,
maybe?
Affleck's pretty tall.
I don't think...
Because I mean, in the comics, Batman's like 6'2".
Yeah. Which is perfect because Cavill's like a little short. Cavill's like 6'2", I think. So the casting of both Batman, it's really good casting, which is why I hope these actors, we have some time with them.
Yeah.
But Debbie Marino said, Ben...
I think she lost her mind when he was cast. Didn't even wait a second. She was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, she like, you know who just got cast as Batman? I was like, okay, I've been really excited about this. Who? Ben Affleck. What?
Damn it! Yeah, my initial reaction was just.
At first, I was like,
I hate
why?
to admit that I wasn't excited because
he was Oscar-winning director. Like he was going a different path. It's
yeah.
like, why
Well,
would you
and if I went
backtrack?
back in time and told my younger self like, "Hey, Ben Affleck's gonna be Batman," he'd be like, "What? Shit, man!"
Flush the toilet, sicko.
I think the people that you hear,
He'd be like, "Why are you naked?"
these people come out that they're being characters, and you're like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? And then the movie actually happens. Like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Because it'd be the mentality of like, we just saw Christian Bale's final Batman, and you're like, what? They're gonna ruin the character, and it's like, oh, this is actually the best Batman we've ever seen.
To me, they kind of ruined it with Rises because they bookended it, which I get it on its own as like, yeah, that's the trilogy complete. So if he was still Batman at the end of Rises, spoiler alert, then I would be more upset
It's been
about
out for like
recasting.
5 years.
I
If you
know,
haven't seen it,
it's
you
a total
can-
joke, but I would be more upset with him recasting because it's like, well, Bale could continue, but his Batman clearly retired, and I know you could bring him back, but they're exploring more of the.
Well,
comic.
I mean, now there are Bale like purists that are like, it should be Bale. It's like it definitely would not fit in this universe. Even if they give him a different suit, it would not fit in this universe.
He's too much of an artist. He's not going to do it. He's
Yeah.
going to do it for Nolan reasons, with like a big story behind it. He's not in it for the franchise,
Yeah,
It's just
and that's not me saying like the Ben Affleck or the Christian Bale Batman was a bad character. It was set in, Christopher Nolan always said it's going to be like a realistic universe. So it's like, okay, I get that then.
Yeah,
now we're going with a more comic centered universe. Like you look at the trailer that just came out today, which hopefully we'll get into later.
Oh, yeah, we are. It's coming up next. Yep.
Okay. And it's like, I can't see Christian Bale, gliding around, flying in the plane, with this.
Looking up to Cavill because I'm pretty sure he's shorter.
Yeah.
Get out of my city.
Make sure you can piss in that suit, mate.
He doesn't. That's how much he's phoning it in. He's
Yeah,
like,
he-
I'm
he
not
doesn't-
even
he's not
going to
even
put in the
changing-
accent.
Well, that's because that's what he told.
See this
Ben-
mask? It's gone.
That's what he told Ben Affleck, though. Because have you heard that story?
Oh yeah, make sure you can pee or something.
Yeah, because they were in the.
That's what made him so angry.
They were in the costume aisle.
I gotta go.
With their sons, and they both wanted to be Batman. And he was just like, "Do you have any advice?" He's like, "Make sure you can piss in that suit, mate." He's like, "All right, I'll
Then
write
he
it down."
walked off with his 2 Oscars in hand,
Yeah.
curling them like barbells.
Wait, who? Ben Affleck or Christian Bale?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. They had an Oscar off.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shirley Kittle said John Hamm. So I think John Hamm's gonna be the next Batman, guys.
Ben Affleck's out. Official.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
so.
John Hamm would be a great old Batman, or like a great old superhero.
He could be an old Batman / going if they go into the whole Nightwing series type.
If
like,
Affleck doesn't stay with it, you're
if
saying,
they stay with it, then
yeah.
he could be like the older, maybe the older Bruce Wayne type thing.
I mean, he would have been probably a good Thomas Wayne, but of course we got Jeffrey Dean Morgan, so that's
Fantastic.
That's fine, and I want to see him as Thomas
Flashpoint
Wayne Batman.
Batman.
Yes. So
Which there are 2 versions of Thomas Wayne Batman. It's there's Flashpoint Thomas
Yeah.
Wayne, and then there's Earth 2.
I thought they were the same. They're different.
No, they are different.
Oh,
Earth
okay.
2 is different than Flashpoint
Oh, okay, cool,
because the suit's different too.
gotcha. Okay, well, that gets us into our next topic. The Justice League trailer just dropped.
Hell yeah.
The trailer 2, I think they're calling it, the final trailer.
No, it's
whatever.
trailer 3.
So you couldn't resist, obviously, because
If anybody's listening, and you know me, I don't like to watch more than one official trailer. But I'm waiting for this damn movie for 16 years, so it's gonna be okay if I. But for this trailer, I was like, I don't really want to watch this one. I made it about like 30 seconds. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. Just came out While we're recording this, just came out 3 hours ago now.
Yep. It's fresh. Mm-hmm. It's rated fresh.
No. We're not going to get into RT.
We can start Rotten Apples.
Yeah.
Right? Caramel apples.
Even though I'm a big Superman fan, I still like the way that they kind of keep him separate from everything. And yes, they kind of give a glimpse of Clark Kent and all that type of thing. But other than that, I think that they're going to keep this pretty quiet until the movie comes out.
Should.
Oh, yeah,
They
absolutely.
should. That's something you can't. And I hope it's not like a quick. He's back, everyone. Let's go.
It'll okay. So in the grand scheme of things, it will probably seem quick because, I mean, he has to go through the whole resurrection. He'll probably have like a memory loss or something. This is just speculation. This isn't me saying what's going to happen.
Joey is a Warner Brothers
No.
exec.
My dog works at Warner Brothers. I have the inside scoop.
I had to sleep with bugs to get the information.
I said, "How was it?" He's like, "Eh." It's Porky Pig. Was he just in the room?
They're all he's filming.
Oh God. Anyways,
That took a turn.
yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm guessing like, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes into the movie, maybe earlier.
How long is this movie? Do we know?
Pretty close to 3 hours.
Like it's not like, hey,
I just
credits.
Yeah, I'd assume it would be like close to 3, maybe, hopefully, but like if it's 2:30 or so, kind of like BVS, that'd be fine too.
Yeah.
But like I feel like they have to go like find his body, resurrection, another 20-30 minutes of like, I don't know who the hell I am, like why, like I have these powers, but like what's the meaning of all this?
I'd be okay with that.
And then the whole Alfred scene at the end of the last trailer of like,
Where Green
they
Lantern
say you
shows
might
up.
come.
huh?
They say you might come.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
if you're not too late.
Yeah.
It's Green Lantern.
No. Then he'll probably be in the suit again for the first time again. And then, yeah, he'll show up for like the final battle or whatever.
Yeah, I just hope they handle that well. It's going to be very, delicate. Were you shocked, really, as a fan, when you saw Batman v Superman, him dying? Did you see that coming? And did you cry?
I didn't cry.
Okay.
You can be honest, man.
When you
cried.
I didn't cry. It was upsetting that they killed him off, in that movie. But when you're going to have a character Doomsday in it, it's pretty much
It's
a
written.
given.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. That's just how the comics go.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I'm really thinking about is how they're going to resurrect him, because comic book wise, there's a couple different ways. You have him re-energizing in his tomb. Mm-hmm. His casket breaks open, he's re-energizing. In the cartoon, when Superman dies, his body is taken to his fortress, and he's re-energizing there. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of, but in the movies, I don't think he has a fortress yet. He has just a spaceship. So I'm kind of wondering how they're going to resurrect him, or is he getting his powers back while he's already in the ground?
Yeah.
And
Well, someone said it might be someone with a codex, which I don't know if that's completely destroyed.
Or the codex is in his body. So
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
yeah,
All of
so
Krypton
Jor-El
is in
put the codex in
DNA.
his body before he left Krypton. So if he has all those people, all the errors of Krypton in his body,
Yeah.
that's probably what's maybe re-energizing as well too.
Yeah.
So maybe it kind of killed off his life
Yeah.
but
that's a
he
good
had
point.
other
I didn't
lives
even think about that.
to kind of help bring him back. So it's
You think
kind of,
it's yeah. That's actually a good point. I didn't even think about the DNA thing.
because I think if they would have gotten it out of him in Man of Steel,
They only maybe got some of it. They'd have to drain his whole body, I think, to probably get everything,
I
right?
don't think they got anything, because they found out that that was in his body, but I don't think they extracted it from him. So if they would have by chance in Man of Steel, then I think there'd be a total different direction how he would resurrect in Justice League.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. And I thought of this the other day. Like, is it possible he might be buried near a mother box? Maybe that could bring him back. I mean, I don't know.
At the Kent farm
Yeah,
or like near it.
yeah.
I don't.
Because at the end of BVS, the dirt started to rise,
Right.
So something was already happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tricky because it's like it's almost for like Man of Steel. They should maybe that's what they'll do. Like a lot of the behind the scenes stuff will be addressed in his own follow up. I don't know. I mean, I know it's Justice League. They gotta because you have to have Superman for Justice League.
Yeah,
people are gonna be upset if he's not in it that long. You know.
Well, he will be. I mean,
yeah,
I think it'll be long enough.
I hope so. I mean, I'm sure they're trying to make it just right, and I'm sure
that's why I hope that they had another trailer come out before the movie comes out itself. That way, if there's maybe even a shadow or a glimpse, you would pretty much know maybe where he's going to end up coming in, maybe in the final battle or in the big battle type of thing.
I don't want to. I mean, my thing is like it's a whole Doomsday scenario. It's like I don't want to see him like in the trailer at all.
I think they've learned. I hope. I believe they've learned their lesson from the last BVS one they had. Maybe I don't know if it was the last one, but
it was like the final one because
it was pretty revealing of like the whole movie.
Yeah,
and it ruined. You know, like Doomsday they showed. It's like, why are you showing me this? Like, let it be a surprise. So I think they're really being very cautious. But you know, the action figures. There's Superman's out in those and other art.
I don't think he's been in a poster since the like original first image.
Yeah,
of like they're like sitting on that rock or whatever.
Right.
I don't think he's been in like the posters or anything though.
Yeah, it would be cool. Well, it'd be a spoiler, but I was gonna say after the movie comes out, they release another poster, and it's like officially him with the team. You know, kind of like keeping it until everyone sees the movie. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. I don't know if they'll have another trailer. I don't think they should because I mean I think we know Superman's going to be in it.
Well, they've been calling it the final trailer too, so I don't think they're doing it.
I know, but well, there's still TV spots and things like that.
Yeah, but that's not a trailer though.
I just found those to give away things too. Like, so there's been some movies lately where they had a final trailer, then these TV spots come out, and you see new things, and it's like damn it, what are you doing? Don't show me this stuff.
Now all they do is they put all the trailers together, so then they go from 2 minutes to 4 minutes or 5 minutes, and they put everything together and then kind of flip flop everything around.
With Suicide Squad, they put out like 10 TV spots in one day, and I was like, I'm gonna go see it. Stop.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I agree. It's like less is more, but just enough to intrigue us, and I think we're all intrigued.
There's a lot of people already intrigued.
Yeah.
I saw enough Superman in this trailer that I like that's all I want to see until I see the movie.
I think this is coming out November 17th, and it's like a week or two after Thor Ragnarok drops. So hopefully each of those gets enough to. They're both going to make money, but that's going to be heated.
No, they're going to say, "Oh, Marvel was better." It's like, just enjoy both movies, maybe.
I know, but people can't.
I'm pretty biased. I'm still on DC. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm pretty biased.
I'll see them both.
Also, a god facing a guy named Bruce in armor. I already saw in BVS. I don't know why I have to see in Thor Ragnarok.
There you go, everyone. Don't go see Thor.
Bruce, who's also green.
Yeah.
Quote.
Got a lot of green.
Holy crap. Yeah. We cracked the code. Let's break down the trailer just a little bit. What were your favorite parts and maybe parts you didn't want to see or wish they didn't throw in there?
I wanted to see Ben Affleck's butt again from BVS.
Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah,
so
I was really pissed. No, I lost my cool when Cyborg catches Aquaman.
That was cool.
He's like, my man. And it tosses him.
Yep.
I was like, oh, shit.
Well, I liked when he just casually like, the ride ain't over yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a rocker, man.
But it looked, what looked to me was, so he throws him, and then Aquaman throws a trident at that parademon, and then he like looked like he was following him. It looked like
he was surfing down.
It looked like he was like gonna catch up to him and then ride him down through that building. Like it looks like that's gonna be like one shot.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for that. That was probably my favorite moment.
That was cool.
Also, they looked like there was a scene where Flash was like running and then tripped over a step or something.
I saw that, yeah.
But they didn't say anything about it. I was like, all right.
Maybe he got punched for the first time. And he's like, whoa.
And then the end when
that was cool.
when he pointed up, there was a split second. I was like, God damn it, I don't want to see Superman. Because like I thought he was gonna be like, look, it's Superman. I was like, that'd be really cheesy. But then he was like, oh, that's your signal. That's your signal. I mean,
It's your signal.
I mean, shit to go. They just looked at each other like just annoyed parents are like,
Kids.
kid's an idiot.
It's like, yep.
Well, because he is a kid. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it's,
exactly.
you know.
He's gonna steal the movie. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's what they're saying. I could see that. I never. When I first cast him, not like I hated him being cast, but you had the Grant is it Gustin?
Guessing, yeah.
Yeah, from the Flash. A lot of people were like, "Oh, this guy's our Flash," and they were describing the costume for the movie being more armor based, like Injustice, or maybe it was a different game. But I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. But
That was weird because like it just seemed like they were going off the concept art, and then like I didn't see any photos or like any concept art of it personally. So I was like, it doesn't seem like there's anything like backing this too well.
Right.
It just seems like they're saying it's gonna be this.
Well, and I've learned more since then. I used to take everything like, oh, that's what's happening. But yeah, I've been very pleased with this Flash. I love the costume. I really do. I think it's really cool, and it looks.
You don't
looks
think he
expensive.
looks like? You don't think he looks like a Power Ranger?
No, I can see that.
That's what everybody either Power Ranger or like an Iron Man knockoff. And it's like I don't know what you want it to be. Whatever it's going to be, you're going to be mad at it. Like you're not going to like it.
Everything's a knockoff of something. RoboCop was a knockoff of Iron Man. I mean, true. That, and then you even had an homage in the first RoboCop movie. The thief is stealing the Iron Man comic.
And he said, "I'm Robert Downey Jr."
Yeah. He was actually cast. That was weird. No, I liked pretty much everything you just said. What about you, Billy? Anything that stuck out?
Honestly, basically what Joey said, and the whole thing was fantastic.
Like the first scene, I like that. Cornfield.
The cornfield, yeah. And that's what the part that I like the most as far as Superman wise. That he's not technically, Superman, but that he's in it at some point, even if it's a dream or if it's for real. But I like how they kept that separate, and then just
you saw his chest hair. He's a very hairy guy.
And then that first Man of Steel, like you could see that right away. Like, tuck the hamburger
Tuck it in a little bit.
It's a little wax.
Overall, I enjoyed the whole thing, and everyone in the movie so far, I think has a good part, and with the battles and with a little bit of humor, and Wonder Woman kicks ass as always. She has that smirk on her face as well. So
did you like Wonder Woman?
Like back at it.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Back at the fight.
I really
Let's do this.
Did you guys buy it? Or?
Yes,
yeah,
we bought it.
Good choice.
And we, I'm pretty excited for this movie. It's I think it's going to be pretty good.
I think it's gonna be fun. It looks fun.
I think it's gonna, the way it's looking, I think it's gonna help DC get back to where it needs to be as far as with the whole Marvel DC war, if you will, type of thing. I think it's gonna help bounce that back up. Now with the other movies coming out in the future, with with Aquaman and if they do a Flash movie and Cyborg, whatever else, I'm hoping that what they do in Justice League will
carry over
from that, kind of like what they do with with the Marvel movies and everything as well too.
Do you think for Cyborg they'll like in the Justice League movie they'll like kind of glance over his origin and then in the movie do like a full origin? Because like that's a pretty good story there, but like I don't see them being able to cover it.
Time.
Yeah, I don't see them being able to cover it in like less than half an hour or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good question. And that movie really isn't. It's kind of stalled right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think after Justice League, a lot of these things kickstart again.
Yeah.
But I think he looks really interesting, and
I think the biggest thing they're focusing on right now, other than obviously the release of Justice League, is Aquaman, because like they're filming that right now.
That's a big undertaking because it's like he's going to be underwater. Which in this trailer you got to see some scenes. It looks really good. I mean, I don't think he's really under the water, which is fine because that'd be so hard to. I mean, it was hard enough to see him in the BVS. It was like he's like. It's like I can't breathe.
Yeah, I mean they weren't going to waste money on.
No, I know.
30-second shot though.
No, I get it.
A couple other things I liked though. One was Bruce acknowledging the nightmare sequence for the first time because he said I had a dream that the world was ending and whatever. And then as soon as he did that, Steppenwolf came down with the hammer and that guy like was it looked like his life was being like.
That really caught me.
But I think he was being turned into a parademon.
Okay.
Like that's how
I didn't know what that was about.
That's how they had, and like his teeth started getting sharp, and his eyes were like getting red or whatever.
It was a good effect.
That's just speculation.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
it looked good.
What it's gonna be,
but
that was really cool. And then they also like changed a lot of the colors. Like,
Yes.
it used to be blue, and now a lot of it's red.
They kind of took away probably the color grading.
Well, it seems more
science.
like Apocalypse, like the invasion of Apocalypse, because like that's what it seems like Steppenwolf's trying to do, is turn this into the new Apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
And like that shot where Batman's gliding, like he does the grapple,
Yep.
and like it's red now, and there's like that lightning strike when he glides. I was like, man, does lightning just follow him everywhere he goes, or what the heck?
The one I wondered about Steppenwolf, and this not to go off topic, but when I watched Wonder Woman and the villain that started wearing that armor, is that the same guy?
No,
Okay,
that's Ares.
They look similar.
because
but-
Ares-
I knew he was Ares, but then when he started wearing the costume, and then when they defeated him in the end, he kind of just disappeared.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe that was the
Came back.
He came back.
No, Steppenwolf is the nephew or the uncle of Darkseid, which is
So they're from a different world.
yeah,
Fire
it's
world.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's, they're like
Okay.
it's like a different dimension or whatever.
Gotcha.
But it's like a war planet. I mean, they showed that was like the big thing in like the last season of Smallville, Apocalypse.
Right. Which they didn't go into big detail about.
Right,
at all.
right. But there is a thing going on with so Steppenwolf is Darkseid's uncle. So like that's how it's been in the comics. And then someone reported that that Darkseid was the uncle now, but people are saying that just is a typo. So I guess that's just another thing we have to wait and see.
Honestly, I never even knew that they were related. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I think most people will accept any minor changes, except for comic fans. They're
Right.
like, "Oh my god, this is terrible!
I'm gonna walk out right now.
I'm gonna pee on the poster. It's
no.
beautiful."
The actually, I was gonna say the biggest thing I'm excited about more than even like the return of Superman is that set reports have said that we're getting a second suit for Flash. Like we're at the end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna get like a
Yeah, because the one he does have is a prototype, I think, right?
well, it's
still like
it's,
NASA material.
It's just
to make
like
it.
it's homemade. So because
Right.
he like got NASA.
Pretty talented.
Yeah.
Should start a clothing line.
Is it still going to be armor, like the armor one he's wearing in the
I don't know.
It's gonna
I'd
be
be
like a-
fine if it's kind of like the
spandex type of thing?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I'd be fine if it was kind of like the Batman thing, to where it's like it's armored underneath, and then but over it, it just seems like
That'd be cool.
regular.
Yeah.
I mean, not cloth, but like, and hopefully it's not fingerless gloves. I just can't get past that.
Does
like
he have fingerless gloves?
Flash,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't notice.
I mean, oh well, now that's all you're gonna be able to notice.
There's his fingers.
Which that's not
Bullshit.
That's not making me like.
Finger hands.
Yeah.
Magic hands.
That's not making me like hate the movie anymore or anything. That's just something I can't get past. But I'm still gonna obviously
At least
see
one's
it.
not like glittery, like Michael Jackson.
I mean, I'm obviously gonna see this movie 5 times probably, and the fingerless gloves aren't gonna ruin it for me. It's just something I can't like not look
He's
at.
gonna accept one finger at a time.
I'll
Like,
probably
I'm
see
okay.
it. I'll probably see it just once because with having 5 of us going, that's all I can afford.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to pay for your mortgage for a month, right? You can just tell the bank, like, "Hey, Justice League came out. You don't understand."
Why'd you fall behind, sir? Oh, I had to go see a
Did you see
movie.
Justice League? Like, I
You
did.
can just say I'm going out for a smoke, and he's like he's gonna see Justice League for another.
He's like,
for,
you know what?
for the
Between me
5th
and you,
time.
paid off. Enjoy, man. Enjoy Aquaman. It's coming. I'm so
They
excited.
just hug each other. Oh my god!
This is the one.
And then he
movie,
wakes up like,
Believe it or not, I'm
This is the one movie
walking
I've
on
been
air.
waiting for forever.
What's that?
Like Joey says, I've been waiting for this movie for
Yeah.
forever.
yeah.
And they have I think they have the right people and the right.
I mean, nothing against Avengers. Like they're they're great movies, sure, but like up until it came out, I didn't know anything about it. But like I've been watching Justice League the series since like 2000, and I was only 6 years old, so that was pretty much like one of my earliest memories of watching all these characters
Yeah. Like,
coexist together. It was
I like
great.
the Avengers, but these characters have never been on the. I mean, just like the Avengers, I guess, but they're bigger characters, so it means something. Like, Marvel did something very smart where they took a lot of D characters and made them A characters, but these characters are already A characters. So, I mean, I guess is Cyborg considered an A character?
I mean, now
Yeah,
now
okay.
that he's in, because he's been in a lot of the DC animated movies, and he's been one of the founding members of Justice League since 2011. I want to say now.
It's just much more attractive with these characters. Like, holy crap, this looks great! I can't.
But
wait
like
to see
this
them.
is our first look at more than half the team on live action on the big screen. Like
Yeah.
Cyborg, Aquaman, Flash. We've seen some of them live action on like the CW or whatever, and that's great. But like now that we're presented with this, it's like I need to see this now. You know?
Right.
It does make me wonder, with the scenes we've seen with you see the red cape and the boots and stuff in the window. Who is it really? Is it Superman or is it is it Supergirl?
It's like
the hologram thing.
The hologram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or
because they're saying the legs are too small.
In the Batcave, is it Green Lantern or is it Martian Manhunter? Is it or is it Superman? It's just kind of
Yeah.
Is it Hawkman or Hawkwoman?
People would be like,
well,
what?
if it were Hawkwoman, or I can't remember if it's a Hawk Girl. I can't remember, but like if it were Hawk Girl, people would lose their damn mind. I'm telling you right now, because she was in the original Justice League series too.
Well, then there you go.
So if it's either Hawk Girl or Martian Manhunter, people would be like, "What?" And then they get killed off immediately. You're like, "No!"
Static shock, like, hey, that's pretty cool.
No, people would probably go crazy. That'd probably be the loudest the theater's ever been.
I like this.
Flash would be a pretty good team.
I like the suspense that they're giving us right now.
Oh, absolutely.
It sucks because you're like, who is it?
Yeah.
But then you're like,
It's a pizza guy. Alfred forgot to cancel the pizzas. Let's hope you're not too late.
That's a big throwback.
Let's hope you're not too late.
He told me you're
that'll
coming,
be
but hope you're not too late. Cause
that'll be $231.
Took me forever to find the place.
Or he says that's gonna be $52 because New 52. And the theater, everybody's just looking at each other like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I don't get it. I don't either.
I mean, I get it, but why?
Well, someone will be like, huh? Okay. That seems like a good bill.
Someone in the theater, "I'll cancel the pizza, sir."
That'd be so terrible. Alfred's like, "Bruce, I really want some Chinese." He told me he would come. It's like, what?
well, we'll see what happens in a month. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be very soon.
A little bit
but-
more than a month, but
Yeah. A lot of bullet shells are dropping on the ground. Like, we saw that in BVS with the Waynes getting killed. And then, I mean, a
were
lot
there
of
bullet
action.
shells on this trailer?
I saw a couple, yeah.
I'll have to
I
rewatch
noticed
it.
that. I was like, oh.
I've only watched it
seemed
20.
like to be a theme.
I've only watched it 20 times. I'm going to need to rewatch it
Yeah,
another 20.
I know.
Look for the bullet shells.
There's, I saw some like behind the scenes stuff because New York Comic Con's happening right now, so they're going into more behind the scenes featurette type stuff. Mercedes is sponsoring this movie. Wonder Woman drives a Mercedes. I hope not every car is gonna be a Mercedes, but it probably will. I mean, it happens. It's
Well, did you see
movies.
the story behind Affleck's Mercedes?
Yeah. It's well, that's the first time I saw the car. I had no idea that's because in the trailer, the first trailer, you saw the doors go down.
Right.
I guess I thought he was in the back.
He's in a DeLorean.
Yeah, I never thought of that. No, but it's this beautiful concept car Mercedes had in Gran Turismo, which is like, yeah, it's made from a video game. This car, it was all fake.
Zack Snyder saw it and he was like, that's a great car. I want that car. And Mercedes,
made it.
Mercedes was like, "Oh, okay."
And they made it a little bit bigger for Affleck because Affleck's a big guy, and it's a beautiful car. It's like, well, in the movie, it's electric.
And I love how it's the only one, and Barry's eating a whole pizza in the car.
Well, it's leather interior. So
Well,
right.
and Affleck's probably like, I can just buy another one.
Well, the crazy thing is they had to design interior for this car because they didn't have it in the game, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's totally a concept car. You're not going to see this at your local dealership.
The pizza thing is just funny to me because I remember a story in Transformers, like the first one. They when they got in the Camaro, which was like they was coming back, they weren't allowed to wear shoes or like touch anything. But here's the Flash is eating a whole damn pizza. It's like, what are your superpowers? Oh, I'm rich.
It's like, I just ran. I'm hungry. I got to eat.
That's
Yeah.
true. He's got fast metabolism.
Yeah. Was it Little Caesars?
No, it's probably just like a Central City. Ooh, I hope they show Big Belly Burger. That's like a big comic book.
Is it?
It's kind of like a Kahuna Burger in the Tarantino.
Yep.
It's like their own thing. but
Maybe.
it's- Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, this looks great. It looks really big and epic.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All in. That's what the tagline is. So I'm all in. I'm excited. There is some themes confirmed for this. Danny Elfman has come in to score the film, and he replaced Junkie XL and what's his face, Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer.
You're gonna hear the old Superman theme. He's gonna like twist it. Basically, he's gonna give you like the new Superman.
It's gonna be slowed down.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. No. I hope when they show him for the first time, they throw that John Williams.
People
will
too.
Go nuts.
Yeah. I will go nuts.
Billy would be like standing up. Fuck yeah! Everyone's like, sit down, sir.
When I heard that they're going to bring the theme back, I mean, I don't care how they do it. I'm just glad that they're bringing it back because it's pretty much his signature thing. You know?
You
It's just-
can't. I mean,
What if this was the crappiest movie in the world, but they had that in there? Would you still?
Yeah.
Would it make the movie for you?
Probably.
Yeah, because have you seen Superman 3 and 4? Like, it can't be crappier than those two, and those had the theme in it. So,
Yeah.
well, maybe they didn't. They couldn't afford it.
When Superman Returns.
It was like a cover of
Superman
the theme.
Returns had it, and then they had
that's true.
they had it in all the movies except for Man of Steel, which
Right.
I'm surprised that they didn't have it, but I'm glad that they.
I didn't hate the Man of Steel one. I mean, it was unique, and I know they were trying to do something
unique
new.
and it went a different
but I think they
direction.
could.
Did Superman Returns use it any more than in the opening theme?
Yeah, I think so.
They used it throughout the whole.
Did they?
Yeah, they
basically
did.
the whole entire
Yep.
movie, but
I haven't watched it
they
in a while.
they
so I can't remember.
they tweaked it a little bit as well too in Superman Returns as well. I think.
Yeah, I think they just like.
Yeah.
Played it on a kazoo.
Yeah, that was interesting.
They kind of made it a little bit. They had the theme, but then they made it a little bit,
Modern or whatever.
type of thing. Yeah.
And they might do that with this. Who knows? They might tweak it a little
Well,
bit.
if you watch the last Justice League trailer, like the second one or whatever, they actually I think they slowed down the Man of Steel theme throughout. I think that's what people are saying.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
a lot
I
of-
like the piano touch. That's the new theme in the beginning of the trailer. But yeah, John Williams is great.
Well, that's from Man of Steel, right?
Right.
Okay.
But I'm saying like the putting the John Williams in there some way. I'm sure it's gonna be done right. And there's also a rumor that because Elfman did the Batman theme from the Keaton era and ones after that. He hasn't confirmed it, but there's a rumor or just a thought that maybe he'll put the Batman theme in it, which would drive me nuts. I think that'd be excellent.
that'd be great.
If done right, and it
Right.
will be. But
Or just see him running around rooftops to the theme. I'd
that
be like,
theme is so
that's
great.
cool too,
it's
though.
still
Honestly,
a good theme. There's because Warner Brothers owns the rights to these things. I think so. It's like just use it. It's like Wonder Woman had to have her own theme because that was Wonder Woman.
was that the same one? That's the same one from they used it in Michael Keaton's Batman, but was it also the same one from the animated series, or did they tweak
Yes.
that? Okay.
Elfman did that too.
Okay.
Yep. Because he liked the idea of having his theme on primetime television.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Got to get my name out there.
Well, I think that's why he did it.
That's the way
But
to do
it.
that's exciting. I'm all for it. I think that
And then,
really.
did you catch the scene where? I mean, I don't know if it was added in, but he's Batman's looking up at the signal, he's standing on that rooftop, and then the bat wing, flies up. I was like, I think they added that in, because they showed that in the last trailer, but he's just looking out. There's no bat wing, so I don't know if they just.
And that's something he easily could do.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he obviously got a new one made.
But in the
So I
last
think-
one was probably just eye candy, hey, here's a classic Batman looking out at the signal, and it's
What if
now
Keaton's Batman or Batwing came up? I would be like, ooh!
just flies up to the moon.
Then it stalls.
And he's just like,
He probably couldn't fit in it. He's like, oh. You can't shut it.
Jack
screw it.
Nicholson's just on the
Sunroof.
back, ready to get all these toys.
I can't. Everything I'm firing's not hitting anything. 89 targeting system. Not good. Not good. Joe Manganiello. Did I say his name right?
Manganiello.
Manganiello. He was going to be Deathstroke. And
He still might be. We don't know.
Right. I'm getting there. He was.
We don't know if he might.
He was going to be in the solo Batman movie, and that changed directions and writers. So people.
We don't know that either. We don't.
Yes, we do.
No, that wasn't really confirmed, was it? Because all I saw from that was test footage, sure, but people were saying, okay, that could just be a quick part from Justice League, and then immediately everybody started reporting, oh, he's going to be this main villain of the Batman movie, but then nobody ever said anything else.
No, but what I'm saying is when he was announced and it was going to be in the Batman movie, that was still when Affleck was going to direct and he was writing it. Both of those things are out now, so Matt Reeve has his own vision, and they did say that he may be in Justice League, but it also might be cut out. We don't know. But lately he dropped this photo on Twitter. He's wearing a Legion of Doom shirt. So people are like, he's probably trying to tell us something.
Yeah.
Would you be excited about that? Is that a
Well,
separate?
my thing is,
yeah. I want him in it. I like his casting. I
Well,
think he deserves a big
now-
part like this.
Yeah, that no, like I still want him in it.
Yeah.
My thing is, who is he the original villain for? The Teen Titans. Who is a Teen Titan? Nightwing. You got your,
so
you
they're
got your
saving
movie
for
right there.
Nightwing? Okay. Well, they're talking about a Nightwing movie, so Legion of Doom though. What is that? Tell me.
Laud. They're a wrestling duo. It was Road Animal, or yeah,
What?
Road Animal and Hawk or something like that.
Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah, there's actually a wrestling
Well,
tag
not
team
that.
called
I'm talking
Legion
about,
of Doom.
talking about in the DC world.
I don't know. You watch Super Friends. You tell us.
I don't watch Super Friends. I thought you knew what Legion of Doom meant.
It's it's underwater skull or whatever with Lex Luthor and
Oh, okay.
Black Mana.
So it's a villain team.
Yeah.
Villain team.
There you go.
I don't know if he was.
Because they started to have part of that, the Legion of Doom type people in Smallville, like
Okay.
closer to the end of it. Because
Yeah.
they had the guy, I can't remember the name, but he had, it was like a
Captain
robotish,
Cold?
kind of a robotish kind of guy, kind of like I'm not sure if he's like from the sea. He's like
Black
kind of
Mana?
That might be it.
Yeah.
Because they had they had a group of them sitting around a table, and it's like a quick glimpse of it. It was
Yeah.
really small, but it looked like they were starting to introduce the Legion of Doom type of thing.
Yeah.
So if they had moved on with Smallville, I'm sure they would have brought them back in as well too.
Sure.
So,
Well, like I think the shirt, it might not be like a definite like we're doing this, but I think it's basically saying, hey, I'm still in this universe. Calm
Well, if you
down.
look at it, it looks a lot like the Justice League font too.
It does, yeah. I noticed that. After credit scene, maybe. I don't know.
No, don't try to. No,
well, they can start forming Legion of Doom in the other upcoming movies, and then
That would be
when they
cool.
do like Man of Steel 2, if they never finish it,
Yeah.
or
oh, it could be like Avengers. They're like putting together a team
Yeah, maybe it'll be a Legion of Doom movie after
because
the
Black
Justice
Man
League
is going to
and-
be one of the, if not the main villain, one of the villains in Aquaman.
There you go.
But I don't know if Deathstroke. I don't think Deathstroke was an original. But I mean, they could just add him in too.
they can build the stuff up, and then when if and when they do make Justice League Part 2 or whatever, how they're going to name it, then they can bring these characters in and have a battle with them as well.
Yeah.
So
Maybe, yeah,
I think it'd be nice to have that.
It's cool that they're starting like this Justice League with such a big like. They're going with the whole alien aspect as opposed to like, oh, Joker's teaming up with Lex Luthor, teaming up with whatever. Just a bunch of regular people with we want to take over the world, but now it's like we're gods and we want to take over the
have all
world.
these cuts because they're cutting like all these other characters that we usually see. And so I think that's probably the reason why they're doing that. So they can cut them out, bring in a different kind of villain, and then possibly build back up to that and later on, which I
Right.
think that's probably smart to do.
Yeah.
Because you want to see the whole thing, the same thing over and over again.
I'm still convinced that they're keeping in Lex Luthor and
Oh, yeah, because that was a
Iris West.
recent thing.
It's a rumor that they cut him out.
I think they'll have a cameo towards the end or something like that.
People are saying that they've seen a cut where, well, because Lex is the one who brings in Steppenwolf, like he activates him on the ship. You've seen the ultimate cut of BVS, right?
I thought he was just watching the archive, Kryptonian archives.
Well, yeah, but somebody has to watch it to
yeah.
learn about it. And now that he's had, he's seen, what they want to do. That's why he was like so messed up at the end.
Right.
And then I think we'll see him because that would be important. And then, I think we'll see Iris because people have said, like, oh, I've seen the cut and the cut I saw didn't have Lex Luthor. And it's like, yeah, but also you signed a contract when you saw that movie that you're supposed to keep your mouth shut. If you saw it at all. So
Yeah.
I don't,
Right.
that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me not believing it.
There you go.
I don't believe the hype unless the hype is a trailer that came out today and I'm hyped.
Well, also what happened in New York Comic Con, Marvel had a secret photo shoot.
All naked.
Yeah, how'd you know?
It's just Mark Ruffalo.
He actually went live on Twitter, Facebook, and everyone was having fun. And then someone was like, "Hey, it's a secret. You shouldn't be." And he's like, "Oops, it's a secret." And he's just having fun with
That's
it.
just
and
like Mark.
Yeah, no, he doesn't care. I think he's a big actor. It's like he doesn't really need them. He can just do other things. But yeah, I think he's just having fun. And of course, Thor Ragnarok's dropping soon. There's featurettes out there with Kate Blanchett as her character, which I think is going to be a great villain. It looks like anyway, and yeah, I'm excited. I think that'll be just a fun movie, and I'm going to go see both of them. So
Yeah. I'll see both of them too. Just my full hype mode.
Oh yeah, Justice League all the way.
I'm gonna barrel through Thor Ragnarok, not like suffer through it, but just like cool.
No, I think it'll be.
I can't wait another damn week for Justice League though.
I think
Honestly,
it'll be the best Thor movie for sure.
Yeah, looks good. I like Takai, whatever the director's.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, he's really good in Green Lantern.
Yeah, and What We Do in the Shadows. I think We Live in the Shadows. It's a vampire documentary movie. It's really funny. I can loan it to you if you want to check it out. You'd love it. Change your life. Rush Hour 4 has been announced in the works by Jackie Chan.
My thing with that is just like,
Well,
was
hold
it
on.
announced?
Before you get too excited, he's waiting on a script, but he said it's in the works. So,
Was it going to be Grandpa Lee?
yeah.
I mean, Rush Hour. Rush Hour is so old now.
I haven't
Is
seen it in
Chris Tucker-
years.
is Chris
Does it even
Tucker-
hold up?
What?
Does it even hold up anymore?
The first one's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the first one.
First and second one, I can take the second.
Third
one.
was like,
And I didn't like the third one very much.
Had
They're
some-
just reaching.
Is Chris Tucker going to be cast in this one too?
yeah, he has to. He's like, that's
My
how he
thing-
made his millions off these movies.
Okay, my thing with that
Okay.
is it's right back to the clickbait thing. Like, he was on a talk show where they're like, listen, are we gonna get a Rush Hour 4? And he was like, yeah, but like he only said like two things, and they're like, that's it, we're getting Rush Hour 4, and all the headlines took it, and I was like, are we? We don't like you didn't let him talk.
Well, from what I read, he just said they're working on a script, so that doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Well, they were working on Hellboy 3. Guess how that turned out?
Well,
Reboot.
they asked for too much. They're not going to reboot Rush Hour. Oh, they did a TV series.
Didn't it last like
No,
a
it
season?
didn't.
Only a season or something like that.
When did they do that?
It was just recent. It was just
It's like a year or two ago.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. It was
I remember
CBS.
Lethal
it
Weapon.
lasted maybe one or two.
I remember Lethal Weapon. Who was in Rush Hour?
I don't remember.
I never watched it.
Chris
honestly.
Tucker. No,
Wow,
he
R.I.P.
wasn't in it.
I think
RIP to that
if,
show.
if they're gonna do Rush Hour 4, this is what they should do. They should
Kill
bring,
him.
huh?
No. Sorry.
Kill them off.
They'll bring
my
back
God.
Jackie Chan and
Yeah,
Chris Tucker,
of course.
but they're retired cops,
Oh.
so they're retired.
PIs.
They could be PIs. They could be retired cops.
Drive
And his
Lamborghini.
son is
then-
Damon Wayans Jr.
And because the first two, they had the Chinese consulate's daughter basically being either being kidnapped.
One
So
and
young.
three. 1 and 3.
So young.
Su Young.
So young.
So they would have her kidnapped. So if they're gonna bring back Su Young again, maybe she's the Chinese consulate this time.
Oh.
And then maybe
She's like, how do we let this happen again?
and they're like and maybe someone in her family or maybe she's kidnapped again or something like that, and they bring back Chan and Tucker to bring them down, and you see Jackie Chan doing his normal moves and
Poofs out. Just
fitting through a little bank window like right underneath it, stuff like that. He might break a few limbs, but I think that
He has
good.
before. It's
Have
not
you seen the clip from his new movie?
Foreigner?
Yeah, when he's fighting dudes on the stairs. It's so badass.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
That's why he's doing press right now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Foreigner. Yeah. I want to see that. It looks good. That's,
Probably wait, but it looks fine. Like it looks like Taken, like a B action. Just like I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Chris Tucker got his Mushu, so he has to get his Mushu. He has to get
Mushu,
his Mushu.
the dragon from Mulan.
All he wanted is some Mushu. Because when they're supposed to kill him off in the second movie, he's like, and Jackie Chan's like, all he wanted was some Mushu. So maybe he'll finally get it in Rush Hour 4.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
So Young's just like, to get my daughter back, we have to be Rush Hour 4. And then it comes in with the Ghostbusters theme for no reason. Just na.
Melissa McCarthy drops by.
Yeah.
Like,
Where's the
what's going-
food? That wasn't a fat joke to her. That was me making fun of movies that just focus
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Melissa. I love you. Sorry.
No, maybe it'll be a serious take on the Brexit.
Oh. That's
Brexit plus comedy.
it's original, I guess.
Well, the first one actually had China was backing out of being under the British, so that was like a big, subplot.
The
What?
title of Rush Hour, like on the movie, like the poster, it could be Rush and then the number 4, and then OUR. Rush 4, because FOUR, HOU.
Rush 4.
Fate of the Furious. Fate of the Rush Hour.
Rush Forever.
Rush Forever. That's better.
It's carved into a tree. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
But there's no mention of Rush of Hour. It's just Rush Forever. It's just like, is this Rush Hour 4 or Rush Forever? It's like, just watch the damn movie.
Rush Forever.
4 p.m. rush hour.
There's nobody really out here. Yeah, we're making good time.
Rush again, you know.
The budget's so cheap, they're actually in rush hour traffic, and they're just talking.
Mm-hmm.
They're singing. That's what they're doing. They're just singing songs. Yeah.
Chan, Tucker, Rush Forever.
Ooh, there you go. There's your trailer.
Coming to you.
Directed by Brett Ratner.
It's just Bad Boys 3.
Yeah. Now that's not happening, of course. But Pacific Rim Uprising, that trailer broke.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good, starring John Boyega from Star Wars fame. Many key characters are coming back. I was really surprised because it seemed like it was going to be its own thing, I guess.
Do we know if it's like in the early stages still? Because it looked like the CGI looked a lot like Spy Kids CGI.
Yeah. Have you seen the first one, though?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it...
I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole daytime thing. Like in the first one, they weren't in
nighttime.
Yeah. So like it didn't.
I'm sure they're polishing it up.
Yeah.
But I thought it looked great. Lots of action and new
And it looked like the
Jaegers
were attacking humans.
And for those who don't know, Pacific Rim is basically just giant robots powered by humans, and they take on creatures from the sea. So it's, if you like those monster movies, it's pretty much what it is. It's
But also, didn't they close up the ring?
They probably laid eggs. Who knows?
We opened it again for the sequel.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good though. It looks
Yeah, it looks fine.
I mean, we're really lucky to get a sequel because the first one didn't.
Do we know if
wasn't
John
that good.
Boyega is?
He's the son of.
Is he the son? Do we
Idris
know-
Elba's
do
character.
we know
yeah.
that?
Yes, we do.
Cool.
Yep.
That's cool.
He's like, Daddy wasn't there. I don't know. Austin Powers. Anyway, it looks good. I'm all for. I'll probably go see it. I don't know. Did you ever see Pacific Rim?
No.
Can Ron Perlman come back? Because he didn't die, right?
No, he didn't.
Because he came back at the end or
Where's
whatever.
my shoe?
Yeah.
That was good. Well, it's Del Toro's. I don't know if Del Toro's producing it, but he usually just sticks with Del Toro projects. But he might come back. I could see that. I don't know if we really need him. Maybe we need him to come back because he kind of.
I don't know. I was trying to remember his character. I was like, why was
I'm
he?
sure you'd be down to do it.
I was like, why do I care about this character?
Yeah, he might come back. He might not have a big part. Maybe that's why they didn't show it. But yeah, it looks great. Game news: Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer dropped. Did you check that out?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I don't know. It looks fine. I mean,
But you're not a big fan of the first game, right?
it's not that I wasn't a fan. Like, I was in the middle of like 5 different games when you loaned it to me, so I was kind of just like, I have other stuff to do.
It's so good.
I'm sure it's good. Like, I've been wanting to try
Grand
it.
Theft Auto in the West.
I've been
That's
wanting
what
to
it is.
try it, but like, one, it's not out on PS4. Like, they haven't made it backwards compatible or anything. And 2, I don't have any room on my PS3.
Right.
So, like, I'll probably, if worst case scenario, just watch a gameplay.
I don't think you have to really have experience with the first one. This seems like to be its own story. It's like new characters. Looks like Arthur Morgan and Van der Lid. I don't know. They run a gang, basically. They rob, fight, and steal across America. It's supposed to come out in spring 2018. First one was just one guy.
I'm calling it right
basically.
now. That's going to get delayed.
Probably. And hey, if it makes a better game, I'm all for it. I don't care. I'm not in a hurry, but yeah, it looks good. I'm really excited about it. I was at first bummed it wasn't like a sequel, but maybe that's okay because you don't want to.
How's it not? How's it not a sequel?
Well, it's just new characters.
But
It's new
I
game.
read somewhere that they brought back the original character too.
Maybe they have. I'm missing it, but I haven't played the game for a while, so I'll have to look more into that. But either way, I'm sold. It looks great. Friday the 13th game's coming out. Friday the 13th.
I may or may not buy that.
You should buy it. You have an Xbox. You
I have an
should.
Xbox, but
They should sell it for $13.
usually my Xbox is being used for
Try 40.
Blu-ray movies.
Yeah, I know,
I hardly
I
play
gotcha.
I hardly play games on it anymore. So
Well, you know,
Take your Xbox back. Not like back to the store. Like just
his son wouldn't
reclaim
like
it.
that.
Reclaim your Xbox.
Dad, I have games. Like, shut up.
I pay for that shit.
Here's the Super NES Classic. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the game, I think, and I think we're going to maybe film some gameplay ourselves and put it out there. I'll be freaked out playing it, so you should have you present, Billy, so you can laugh at me, and we'll get you in character. I bet you'd like to play Jason, or maybe be one of those cute chicks who runs away from him. I don't know.
No.
And then you glitch through the bed so he can't get you.
I'd like to be Jason instead. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I want to be his mom. That'd be hot, right? Sweater.
I want to be Leatherface.
Crossover. Where's Freddy? Not the right game.
They could
do a crossover.
They could honestly just make another skin for like Michael Myers.
Yeah, they could.
Or Mike Myers, sorry, the comedian, not the killer.
Don't behave.
They could do a crossover.
He's just in Cat in the Hat. Oh yeah!
You can have a crossover with like a horror movie game. So you can have Jason. You can have a choice of Jason, Freddy, Chucky, Leatherface, Michael Myers.
What's the thing though? If this is successful, you can have those other games. Like they could do imagine Robert Englund doing some motion cap because Kane Hodder did for this game.
Oh, you never know.
So why not? That'd be awesome.
You can have you have a 2-player game, so you can have one person play one character, you have another person play another character, and
but if it was Chucky, how are you going to get
just run through like military academy and stuff and
hack a bunch of people,
get into a FedEx box and just actually play 4 hours in a FedEx box.
You just wait,
tying your shoes or something.
If someone walks by you in the movie, you can just freeze up and turn into a doll.
Well, that could be a challenge.
And
like,
then
freeze
you
up
just freeze up.
Yeah, but like then they would be like, "That's the guy who's trying to kill me." That's all. That's the whole point of this game.
That's an ugly doll. And then he's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, but this Jason game looks pretty good, and hopefully they got the glitches fixed. I'm sure they have some of them fixed, but it looks like it'll still be fun. And I don't know if you saw the trailer to it, Billy, but they basically explain how Jason can get to one place to another really quick without running. It's like a mist, right? And that
he turns into like this teleporting
mist thing, and then he can go anywhere.
I guess that makes sense in the movies too, because he's walking fast, and then he all of a sudden just pops up in front of the person.
And then he goes to space.
Yeah, no. I'm sure there's no Jason X version in this game, but
you can unlock the spaceship, and then he takes off.
It's all the Paramount movies he did, I think. I don't think Jason Goes to Hell there's a skin for that in this one, but wouldn't that be cool?
Jason Goes to Hell wasn't really all he did.
It was a new line. It wasn't a
new
Paramount,
line, and it was
right.
All it was like a little itty bitty snake thing.
You can almost say it was a one-off.
He was a snake.
Well, it was more like Jason's it was
gross,
like an evil soul.
Yeah, it was stupid.
And that goes into like an older guy, and then he becomes the Jason of the movie, and then Kane Hodder played it like a security guard or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was like one of those, it must have been like maybe like
he's
low budget type of thing.
Screw it.
Yeah. So
no way.
They had Jason in it because like in the guy was Jason, but then if you walk past a mirror, you see the Jason body.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe they dressed Kane Hodder up for that particular. Maybe
everybody's reading the script like,
okay,
what's happening here?
But yeah, that was kind of like a
take $5, sure.
One-off type of thing. And
I just remember the scene where the couples, I think it's in Jason Goes to Hell, they're having sex in a tent, and he like shoves a machete through the dude or her. No, it's through her. She's on top. So the guy's like, yes, and all of a sudden she gets split in two. And it's just like, ugh.
Well, they didn't have the Jason in there because they killed him off in there, and then that's when Freddy's hand comes through the dirt to grab his mask.
Jason,
and Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything to do with genitals getting.
It's pretty gross. Yeah, I know.
Man or woman, I'm like,
Yeah.
Close up my legs. I'm just like,
it was a shame. Yeah. But would you take the mist power over the tunnel, which they introduced in the kind of remake of Friday the 13th? They did.
I take the mist thing.
He just crawls through a tunnel.
He's supposed to be more of a ghost type guy.
In the remake, it was he had a tunnel system, so it was kind of interesting because some of the people running from him were down there, and they're like, "Shit, where is he?" And they got to see this creepy
Jason Voorhees, the man who climbed through a river of shit.
I take the mist.
Slice somebody in half with his machete.
He's supposed to be a ghost. He's supposed to be technically dead.
Yeah.
He dies as a kid and he grows up.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But so I guess the mist.
They need to do one of those movies like that movie Boyhood, where it shows like his life, but he's just a like corpse.
So
Mom, none of the other kids understand me. I told you not to go to that school. You're dead.
maybe he's so old he has turned to a mist or something like that. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, there's a cool scene where in the gameplay, the lady's driving the car, getting away from the camp, and he just like appears in front of the car and just slams on the hood, and the car just like stops. It was really cool. And there's a scene where you're a survivor and you got to like fix the car to get it to start to get out of there. So I think you'd really like it.
You never know.
Might be a good family game, with the kids.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. But anyway, I look forward to it. I think it's coming out.
Press X to traumatize your children.
It's coming out Friday the 13th. So
ooh, crazy! Same day as Happy Death Day.
Oh,
An future Oscar-winning movie right there.
You gonna go see that?
Honestly,
he's gonna go see it.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna see it, but
it looks I've seen stupid.
It looks stupid. It does.
She gets a phone call, right?
Not even the premise. Like the premise is like I'm like okay, like I can. It's like Groundhog Day, but just a lot darker.
Yeah, you just relive the day again until you figure out who the killer is.
But then watching it, I'm like, this sucks.
But it's
so dumb.
It's, the killer's wearing a baby doll mask. So I mean, with a hood over it. Mm-hmm. So
it's like it's really hot in here.
And it starts with 50 cents in the club because it's like, go shawty, it's your birthday. And I'm like, they only added that song in because it says it's your birthday.
But I mean, I think I'll probably wait till it comes out on.
Why not Paul McCartney's birthday song?
Say it's your birthday.
Oh, that's Christmas. Never mind. Say it's your birthday. Sweet. TV news. Jack Ryan trailer dropped. Popular character from Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, Sum of All Fears, and Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit.
Chris Pine.
Yes.
Steve Trevor.
He's been played by... Jack Ryan's been played by in the movies Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck, Chris Pine, and now John Krasinski. So,
which can't see him as anything other than Jim.
Well, did you ever see 13 Hours?
I did, but like...
I never did. Was it good? Like,
it was really good. And
why him? Because he got in big shape, right?
Yeah, I mean, and like the physicality had nothing really to do with it. Like, that was just... a selling point to
but you weren't like
found him
laughing every
attractive
time he was on the screen or anything.
No, but like this one, it's
kind of I know he's kind of goofy.
He's got. I mean, he's not goofy.
He's going to be Captain America, or he's trying to be Captain America. Could see that a little bit. I guess.
That's just on me. Like I just can't because I love The Office and I love his character. So
yeah,
every time I just expect him to look at the camera and just like.
I think it looks pretty good. This is an Amazon series, so if you have Amazon Prime, you'll be able to watch it. Yeah, I think it looks good. It looks like it balances his talents, Jack Ryan's talents.
Is this an origin story? Because
I don't know.
Because he said like I'm a reporter. I don't do this.
I'm an analyst.
Oh yeah, I'm an analyst.
He basically said that a lot in the first 3 movies, and then Some of All Fears and Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit. He became like this action guy, shooting everybody, and it's like.
Was Ben Affleck good as?
He was all right. It doesn't hold up too well. Alec Baldwin is my favorite. He only was in one movie, and that movie's great. Have you ever seen Hunt for Red October? It's fantastic.
Well, who's been in the most? Like who's come
Harrison
back?
Ford.
Huh.
Played it twice. So, yeah, they won't bring him back.
Yeah,
even though he's kind of in that mood.
They could just kill him off.
Yeah. But yeah, this is of course based on the Tom Clancy books. So I think the official title for the show is Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. So yeah, I'll check it out. I think it looks pretty good.
Guy's got 2 first names.
Well, speaking of
Ryans,
there you go. Matt Ryans is returning as John Constantine.
My man, Matt Ryan.
You want to take it away on that, Joe?
Yeah, Matt Ryan's coming back for Constantine.
There you have it, kids.
Did you ever watch the show, Billy? The live action? It was only on for a season.
No,
it was pretty good. It was. It reminded me a lot of Supernatural, just because that's who his character is. He was on that. He was on an episode of Arrow. Maybe 2 episodes. I don't know. I can't remember. But he was on Arrow for,
He voiced Constantine
Constantine in Justice League Dark.
Yep.
I think he's coming back for Legends of Tomorrow. Like they're going to run into him.
He's coming back live action.
And now they're doing the animated series of more kind of a revival for the fans who wanted to see CW pick it up. They are doing that.
It's a web series though, right?
I think it might be. I think it might start out like Vixen.
Oh, okay. And she crossed into live action with Arrow, right?
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
That's cool.
I really like that character. I mean, I I had no idea what he was supposed to be like when I saw the Keanu Reeves one.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, okay, that's cool. And then I saw
Keanu
this one,
Reeves
I
is
was like,
Hollywood skin for the Constantine character, and
Yeah.
the TV series just embraced everything pretty much. That's what it looks like
yeah,
anyway.
well, because he's British and he's,
Well, the trench coat and
Trench
the
coat,
smoking,
yeah.
blonde hair. Yeah.
I mean, it just seemed like they got Keanu Reeves to just say any line.
Thanks for coming, Billy.
Thank you for having me.
Sci-Fi released a trailer for Happy. This is a Christopher Milani show. Plays a cop turned hitman. It's very comical. It's from the directors of Crank. He dies and comes back, and he sees this imaginary friend. It's like a unicorn, and it's voiced by Patton Oswalt. Mm-hmm. It's like this little unicorn that's flying in his face. It's very CG looking. They're not trying to make it look realistic. But he's basically an imaginary friend to this girl who's missing, and he needs his help to go track her down.
Maloney.
Maloney.
It just didn't sound right. I was like, that doesn't
I know.
sound...
I haven't said it in a while.
Yeah.
So, this is based off a graphic novel. Mm-hmm. And it comes out December 6th on Sci-Fi.
I think people don't realize that Christopher Maloney does a lot more comedy than serious stuff, because like he was what's-his-face on Law and Order for a while. So they were like, oh wow, he's just very stern, but he's in Harold and Kumar, both of those movies. He was in Wet Hot American Summer. Yep. He's been in like all 4 of the things that or 3.
They did
the movie, the comeback, the
which
prequel,
is a prequel, and then the sequel.
The movie, the prequel, and the 10 years later.
Is all that good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. They
don't even try to, like the prequel. Did they try to look younger, or did they?
No, absolutely not. That was one of the biggest
Yeah.
jokes of like, oh wow, a lot of them got fat.
Yeah.
But
didn't they address like, yeah, I'm gonna be skinny soon or something like that? Yeah.
Well, and like Elizabeth Banks' character in the original movie, she was just like another like camp counselor. But in the show, she starts off as like a journalist who goes to like undercover to like.
Oh really?
Yeah, to like look at, and then she just becomes a camp counselor, and she completely forgets her old life, and you're just like, okay. But they have a great brand of humor or like comedy with, because it's not like that. It's not that they're self-aware, but it's very just like stupid and goofy.
Yeah. The original was that way.
Yeah. Which I had no idea of that by looking at like if you look at the cover, you're like, oh, another camp movie. But then you watch, you're like, what the hell is going on? Because like there's a scene where they go into town one day. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go into town real quick, and then they're just in a room doing hardcore drugs. They're all like crying. He's like, oh my god, like one's passed out, and you're just like, what? But yeah, he was in that. He did a really great job. He was in some like TV movie on Nickelodeon where he was like a goofy guy, which I heard was fine. But like, there's something else that he was in. Well, he was in Man of Steel. He was good in that.
Of course.
And yeah, now he's doing this, which seems like just like a dark comedy type of thing.
Yeah, I think he's really talented. I'd like to see him in more. Yeah, I wish his character would have survived Man of Steel. Spoiler alert.
Well,
but
he might have. I mean,
I guess
they could be in the Phantom Zone for all we know.
Yeah, just have to come out of the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, he probably died immediately when they got to the Phantom Zone.
I like the doctor guy too.
Emil
from West Wing.
Emil Hamilton.
Yeah, like I really thought those were going to be key characters. You're like, nope. See ya.
Well, it seems a lot like what they're doing with classic Superman characters, that like if they're not going to fit in the world, they can just introduce them and then kill them off.
Was his doctor in the world?
Who? Emil Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in like Smallville, and he's been in the comics a lot.
Star Labs related?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, dude. It'd be cool if they have like a memorial once they show Star Labs in the movies. They have like a memorial to him or something.
But it seems like they can just kill him off easily, like Jimmy Olsen, even though
that was
people are saying
ballsy.
like that doesn't seem like it's Jimmy Olsen. I'm like, I don't know, whatever.
Well,
let's just see what happens.
Possible just use the name.
Just let them do whatever they're gonna do.
I know it's not like I mean, there's a lot of Jimmy Olsen fans, but I don't know. But yeah, no, I think check out the trailer because I know you haven't seen it yet, but it's really funny. I think it looks really good, and I'll definitely try to tune in.
Probably watch it on demand and when it's like I'll probably try to binge it when it's all
I
out.
don't know if it's like a one-off series, which I'd be fine with. You know, I don't like things being stretched out if there's really nothing there. You know, just keep it nice and condensed and full story. So it might be like a mini series because it's only based off a graphic novel. So it's not like they can just keep going unless they create their own material. But yeah, it looks pretty good. The Walking Dead. They are coming back this season. They're going to be hitting episode 100 on October 22nd.
Wow.
And they're going to be using F-words this season.
Wow.
Are you going to tune in for that, Joey?
Absolutely not.
I like The Walking Dead, everybody. Joey's not the biggest fan. Well, actually, you probably haven't seen any
Not
of it.
a fan at all. No, I've seen a couple episodes, but like, that's why I'm not a fan.
Yeah. They're going to cross over with The Fear of the Walking Dead, which I haven't seen that show. To me, that just feels like overexposure, you know? It's like, stick with one show.
I wonder what the villain is. It's zombies.
It's humanity.
We are the zombies.
Puff, puff, cigarette. Anyway, yeah, I won't.
If I were to watch any episode, it would be the one that Jeffrey Dean Morgan's been trying to get, is the origin of Negan.
Okay.
I would probably watch that because that seems like the only cool character in that universe, and I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. So
The Governor is pretty cool.
no, I don't care. Don't
Not
care
a
about
chance.
it. No.
So yeah, that'll premiere soon. That's very exciting. Star Trek Discovery, episode 4 drops tonight. Wanted to let everyone know that Steve and I have started a separate podcast for the show. It's called Star Trek Discovery Mission Report. And Joey's a big fan of it. Yeah, tune in, and together we'll discuss and review the show. Our new episode should be out in a few days. And, yeah, so you can check out Star Trek Discovery on...
Are you paying for that?
Yes.
You are? How much is it?
$10. I can share it with you.
A month? Oh my god.
It's commercial free. Dude, you get all the CBS evening news. Like, you can go back to 1950s and watch the first episode.
Wow. I would pay $10 or something. That's like the last thing I ever want to do.
No, there's movies on there too. Anyway, yeah, check it out. It's on CBS All Access. You can get a free trial if you're not 100.
Have they said exactly why they're doing that? Like, why wouldn't they just put it on TV?
They're just trying to... It's because they got too much shows for old people. I don't
Then
know.
cancel the crappy ones. Honestly, Big Bang Theory could do without it. We don't need it
You
anymore.
could, but people
No,
like that show.
I mean, but honestly, we could do without it. The world would be a better place.
God. Do you ever like that show?
No.
Really?
But part of that is because I don't like any CBS shows. Like, I think How I Met Your Mother was on CBS. Yeah. Looking back on that, I hate it now. Because, like, not only did the end, like the last episode just ruined everything, but after season 7, the writing got so weak. And this isn't me saying I could have written a better episode or anything. I'm just saying, like, it was doing fine, and then it just fell off for me.
Yeah.
And it just seems like they half-ass a lot of their comedies. Like, they have Anna Faris's mom.
That's actually
it just seems like a
acclaimed.
wasted talent. Like, I'm sure the mom, I don't know, I haven't seen the mom, her mom, the actress who plays her, I haven't seen her in too much, but I'm sure she's funny. Anna Faris is hilarious, but I don't like it. Maybe it's just the way it looks. Like, not just that show, but like all shows, they just look oversaturated, you know? Like, it looks very bright, and
each network has their own, like, it's like each studio has their own tone. It's weird. Like, you can tell it's from this type of channel or production company or whatever.
I don't think I've been interested in another sitcom, like a primetime television sitcom, since How I Met Your Mother.
Really?
Like, I think...
Well, that's good news, though, because this isn't prime time. It's streaming, so you can get the service and you can watch all this stuff.
No, but it airs prime time.
You got
It airs at night.
Yes, but you might not see it at night. So
Yeah, I don't want to see it ever, though. Fuller House, though, I will watch. I don't know what it is about
there
that
you
show.
go. Everything out the window.
I don't know what it is about that show. I mean, I think it's the fact that it knows it's so damn cheesy.
Yeah, it's fun, but no, I think All Access is cool. I don't like the there's a lot of pressure for the Star Trek show to be a hit, and so far it is good. I really like it.
Have They said if it's successful, they'll put it on actual CBS next year, or
I don't know. I think if you know anybody, or if anyone listening is in the UK, you can see it on Netflix. So that's the other option.
just FaceTime someone in the UK and watch it for free.
Go. Yeah. Well,
They'll be up late, but
upon the premiere episode, it was highly bootlegged. So
yeah.
I don't know. I just hope Star Trek doesn't suffer from its, if it fails, because it is a big risk, to do this. So
I started reading Dark Knight Metals.
Okay.
Dark Knight's Metal. That confuses the hell out of me, honestly, that name, because it's like
not the comic though.
No, the comic. I get the comic, but like the name is just like what's it called? But it's pretty good. There's like a hefty reading list because it's not just like Dark Knight Metal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like prequel comic, actual comic, tie-in, actual, epilogue, whatever. And not everything's out yet, so I think I only have like 6 comics bookmarked to read right now or something like that. But it's pretty good so far. It's I don't know what it is about Hawkman. He gets a short end of the straw whenever it comes to like anything. Like in the Justice League series, he was in it for like 2 episodes. In Legends of Tomorrow, he died in like the 2nd episode, and he died in the Injustice comic, so like he wasn't in the game.
Gosh.
But in this one, like he's like it's still kind of the same origin. Like he's lived multiple times,
right?
But he keeps a journal and he tells of like the nth metal, and it kind of there's like this metal that it's powerful and it gives people powers, and it can it brought the Joker back to life. We learned that, and I guess like at the beginning of time or something. This is a really bad rendition of it because I just read it yesterday, but there were basically 4 tribes. It was like the birds, the bears, like 3 different animals, and then there was a secret one, the bats. And I don't know if that ties in with like Batman going back in time and like being starting a new tribe or something like that. But I just read the first Dark Knight Metal, of the actual comic, and they hinted at the different versions of Batman that we see, like the Aquaman, Batman. They're all evil Batman things.
Right. Like
I think the Flash Batman is called like Red Death or something. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
But it's pretty good so far. I mean, it's original. It doesn't necessarily have to do with like if you don't. I don't know, maybe if Steve were here, you could help me out, but I don't think you would have to read this to follow like the rest of, Rebirth or anything. Maybe you do. I don't know that for sure. But it is completely original and very good. I'm very excited to see how the League interacts with all the different versions of Batman, because there's like a Doomsday version. There's like a Joker Batman, I think, where he's just like smiling, he's like evil and stuff.
Really?
So that'll be pretty cool to check out.
Cool.
Also in game news, sorry to go back to that, Wolfenstein's coming out. Wolfenstein 2 is coming out. I don't know if it's out already or what, but they just released a trailer and it said "Make America Nazi Free Again," and Nazis are not taking that too kindly.
Oh.
People are getting very upset on Twitter saying, "Oh, I'm not going to buy this game. Way to get political." And it's like, the game's been political since it came out. Since because Wolfenstein's it resurged a couple of years ago, but it was out in like the 90s or something like that. Yeah, maybe the early 2000s.
Yeah, something like that.
But that's always been the story of like, what if the Nazis won? Like, and
like the Amazon show.
Yeah, Man in High Castle or whatever. But yeah, people are saying, oh, you're teaming with the social justice warriors and Antifa. And it's like, you're really showing your true colors right now. If you're partnering with people who want to see people treated equally, but like people are getting mad, maybe the people are getting mad are not people you want to be associated with. Yeah. So that's fine.
Well, it brings them out in the open. So.
Yeah. I've never played the games personally. The story looks good to me. Like I'll probably watch like a gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to point that out because that seemed really like a weird thing to get mad about.
We question everything these days.
I'm not a Nazi, but why are you attacking us? And by us, I mean not Nazis. And I get it that like the term Nazi is it's kind of thrown around too much because like Nazis, like they were, that group back in the, during World War II, did all that stuff. And there aren't any Nazis anymore. There are people who believe what they believed, and there are like neo-Nazis and white supremacists. So like just labeling them Nazis isn't really going to be helpful to the cause, I guess, because it just seems like, I don't know, it's just like not the right term. But that's also not me saying like leave them alone, don't harass them, don't call them Nazis because that's offensive to the term Nazi.
Yeah,
it's just like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I get it. It's people just need to read more. But just read a book. Please read a book.
Yeah.
Or watch Ken Burns.
Or play Wolfenstein 2.
There you go. Do that.
Yeah.
Good way to get back.
Shoot Nazis. Or Call of Duty World War II. They're gonna have the Nazi zombie mode again.
Sweet.
So
is that out yet?
No, it's out in November. Probably around the same time as Justice League. So spend a lot of money in November.
Hopefully Santa brings it to me. I think I've been good this year. So
nope.
No. Shit.
One or the other.
Anyway, I saw Blade Runner 2049.
I heard it's probably the best sequel.
It's good
since T2.
It's really good. Unfortunately, I found this out yesterday. It's so far it's underperforming, which really sucks. But because it's good, it's a good movie.
Yeah, but that's money though. And like I understand, like you need to make money to make.
Well, yeah, I mean, Blu-ray sales still helps a movie get a sequel, and overseas, I think people overseas are going to eat this movie up because the technology and it's really good.
But like, for the most part, of what I heard, the reviews are it's great.
Yeah, no, I liked it. Yeah, it stars Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford, and Jared Leto, just to name a few. This is a sequel to 82.
Dave Bautista.
Yes, Dave Bautista.
The animal.
And his acting's getting so much better. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying he was crappy to start with, but for Drax, it was like, that was comfortable for him. But man, Guardians 2, he really got to.
Well, he's evolved from like Meathead. He's evolved from Meathead to like. Because he was in Man with the Iron Fists, and he was like a guy who only had like 2 lines.
Wow!
But he got to use his strength, and he I think he's called like Brass Body, and he literally like could turn like bulletproof.
Cool.
And then he was in Spectre.
Yes.
Where he only said like shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
He had a great presence though. He got as close to a henchman from the classic era. So. Yeah,
I think he's one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. Like not only because he can just throw his body around, but like he's very tactical.
He's very much in shape. Yeah, I'm really enjoying seeing him in these movies. Like he's really becoming a good actor, and I think he'll get to the Rock level, if not higher. I think he might even have something more special to offer than Rock has. I don't know. It's something I can't really pinpoint, but. Maybe he's just more grounded. The Rock's kind of more popular, popcorn fun, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's in this movie. This is based off the 82 Blade Runner movie, which was a cult hit back in its day, and it was ahead of its time. Like it really was. People didn't really know what to make of it. There's been several versions of the original Blade Runner. Yeah, it's basically a world of replicants that are made to be slaves. And back in the 82 version, they snapped. They became self-aware.
But it's also like, it's not like they snapped out of nowhere. It's like, I think they were always like planning on that, like a contingency thing of like, okay, so if they do snap, which it's very high, like likely that they might, we need to like get a ground force or like a task force to take care of that, to retire them.
Which is the Blade Runner. That's what the Blade Runner is. They go after ones that have run off and take care of them, bring them back or kill them. Years later, where we pick up in this movie, they're made a lot better than they were before by Jared Leto's character, and they obey, like hardcore obey. There's like 2 filler mini movie type things they made in between the original and this 2049.
Mm-hmm.
So they explore that. But yeah, Gosling is a Blade Runner himself, and Ford's character was also a Blade Runner, and he disappeared years ago. It's got a lot of Tron Legacy type of vibe to it, but it pays off better, you know?
He disappeared because he is...
Well, that's debated, though. It depends
Is it
on...
in the movie it is?
They released several cuts to the original film.
Yeah.
Some speculate. Some cuts made it look...
Well,
he could be that.
who directed
some others, Ridley Scott.
Yeah, he confirmed that he was.
Did he confirm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Years ago. Because, like, and then Harrison Ford was like, no, he's not. And then, like, finally they had, like, a face-to-face talk about it, and Harrison's like, yeah, you win.
It's like, I don't
But
care.
he said, like, that was supposed to be the thing, because, like, in the final cut, it was, you know, he saw that unicorn, which, like, that was supposed to be one of the memories that was just implemented. Like, he doesn't know why he has it, he just has it.
Right.
And then he's, like, the guy, Edward James Olmos,
Yeah.
he leaves those animals behind for the replicants to, like, this is the animal you've been thinking about, or whatever. And he left that behind for Deckard. And it was like, oh, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
At least I'm pretty sure, like, that's what I read.
Yeah.
So I haven't.
I mean, from what I knew, like, there was a version that was like, for sure he's a replicant, and then there's other ones he wasn't, so...
I mean, I think the original, they escaped the hotel and, like, drove to wherever.
They just drove off, I
Yeah.
think.
And people
it
were
was
like,
just
this
kinda
doesn't
left out
fit
there.
the
Yeah.
tone of the movie.
Yeah. So this follow-up, I think, did a good job of not... Again, to me, it didn't really say he was or wasn't. It was just kind of like, whatever your interpretation is.
They left it alone? They didn't talk about it really that much?
I mean, they kind of did, but in a way, some of the dialogue, it was, you know, it was like, I think it was kind of their way of, like, satisfying everyone's theories, you know, so you're not wrong or you're not right. But yeah, the movie is, it's got a big mystery to it. It's really good. It's beautiful. It's beautifully shot, produced, acted. It's got big ideas in it. Massive, believable tech. It's just beautiful tech. His car, it flies. Everything it feels real. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I mean, I'm not.
It would have been cool to see him get, like, a motorcycle. Now that, you know, he's just a new brand of Blade Runner.
Right.
Like, maybe he's just like a different type of detective. Maybe he wants a motorcycle, like a flying motorcycle. That'd be cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe they'll
Remake the movie right now.
No, but his car is pretty damn cool. I really dig it, and the technology's great. Robin Wright is in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
She's good as usual. There's this new girl who plays a replicant, and man, she's so good.
She's a tall girl
with the brunette with the
no.
bangs. There's one that looks like Daryl Hannah from the first one.
No, the tall girl, like, she's a hologram or whatever. Is that anything?
No.
Okay.
That's not the one I'm... She's good, too.
Okay.
But there is something very interesting with that character, that product in this movie. I'm not giving much away, but you'll be blown away.
We'll do a spoiler cast in like a week or so when I see
for sure.
it.
Yeah, because you need to see it, and I don't want to give much away, but I think you'll be blown away. I
gotta tell you, I
amazed.
watched the first one like 3 different times. First 2 times, I was like, I don't know why the fuck this gets like such high praise. The third time, I finally like understood a lot of it, but I was like, it wasn't bad. It was good, like, but I don't understand, like.
It's recommended you see the final cut.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
That's what you saw. Okay. Yeah, technology is just incredible in this movie. The special effects. I mean, it's going to get some nominations. It needs to. It'd be robbery if it didn't. But again,
That and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I think it's just as good, if not better. It expands on the ideas and possibilities from the first one. It's worth seeing. Just be well rested. It's a long movie. It's like,
how long is it?
2 hours and 50 minutes.
2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check.
Well, double check.
I'm gonna Snopes it.
Snopes. They're on movies now.
I don't think people use that anymore.
But yeah, the visuals help you like stay with the movie. Like it's, I'm telling you, it's just incredible visually. It's beautifully made movie, and
2 hours 43. Wow.
yeah. So add previews to that, you'll be there for a while.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I thought it was good, and the people I saw it with, they're kind of mixed, but I liked it. I think I don't know if you really could cut anything out of it. You know, it's sometimes you see a movie and you're
You
like,
think
it's too damn long.
I feel like I heard that that's the final cut. Like that the movie that 2049. I heard somebody say that is the director's vision, and Ridley Scott's like that's what they wanted.
Well, that's good then, so. Because I like what I was saying though. Like I don't think you can really cut anything out of this movie. It's you know, a lot of big ideas, and it's probably a movie you have to see a couple of times. But yeah, help it out. You know, I wanted to make some money because I've been
getting my Ryan Gosling fix lately. I just watched.
Doing a good job.
He was on SNL last week, and then I just watched The Nice Guys last night again.
That's a good movie.
It's really funny. And then last week, have you ever seen The Place Beyond the Pines?
I don't think so.
It's him, Bradley Cooper, Dane DeHaan. It's a really good story. Like
never heard of it.
I never thought I'd like it as much as I did.
Yeah,
because it just seemed like a B movie about like but he plays like a criminal. It's got Ava Mendes.
Maybe that's where he met her, because they're a couple in real life.
Oh, really?
Kids.
Mahershala Ali from Moonlight, and Luke Cage played Cottonmouth.
Sure. Yep, Oscar winner.
Oscar winner. Really well done, really well told story. It's kind of like Moonlight. It tells 3 different stories, but they're all connected.
Okay.
It's on Netflix, so
it is.
If you want to go check it out, it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. I don't know. I was gonna spoil something, but never mind.
No, I don't care.
Ryan Gosling's not in it as long as you think he would be.
No,
but it's still a great movie.
Go check out Blade Runner 2049. Escape the times we live
I'm
in.
gonna try and see it either this Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, we can do a spoiler thing. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Go check it out. So I'd like to remind everyone out there to check us out on all social media: Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, and FieldofGeeks.com. Please also read the words of stevescomicblog.com. Really interesting insights into geek culture with movies, comics, and a few other subjects. So check that out. Like to remember 2 people before we go. Tom Petty, a great musician, has left us. It's very sad. And we also lost comedian Ralphie May. They'll definitely be missed and definitely gone before their time. So, yeah.
That was just, I don't know. I remember watching, I can't remember all of Ralphie May's jokes like other comedians that I can, but yeah, I watched a lot of, or some of his stuff, because he was on Last Comic Standing, I think.
Yes.
So I watched some of that, and then a couple of his stand-ups we caught, if we were flipping through channels on Comedy Central, he'd be on there, and we would watch a bit of it. Yeah, he just seemed like a nice guy with, a lot to say.
Yeah.
Wasn't going to let anything, being fat hold him back.
Nope. No, he wouldn't.
So, yeah, he had a great sense of humor.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's too bad. And, of course, Tom Petty, great musician. And yeah.
That was a shit scenario, though. That was a shitty scenario, though. Because, he was in the hospital, and then I think LAPD or something confirmed that he died.
Yeah.
And then, an hour later, people were like, no. They just took him off life support, and I kept looking. Everybody thought he was dead. And then it was like, well, he's brain dead, but he's still alive.
Yeah.
That was a crappy thing.
They want to get the headlines out there.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know, it's a bad tease. It's like, oh, he's gonna pull through. Thank God.
Yeah.
Nope, he's dead. Yeah, there's a great performance he did with Prince back some years ago, but yeah, it's so good. You should check it out.
He had a song called "Won't Back Down" or something?
Yes.
Wasn't that brought on by like some guy tried to like kill his family or like set his house on fire or something?
I don't know.
I think I read something like that, like set his house on fire.
Isn't that what they played last night? SNL. Won't Back Down.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was a nice tribute, and also to address what we're currently going through.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because it was his concert Jason Aldean's concert that the shooting happened.
I thought that's what it was. Yeah, man, that sucks. Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happened this week.
It is. But yeah, those two will be missed. And
I think we should just, remember all the people that were lost or injured at the Vegas
oh, of course.
shooting. About 59 people, I think.
And then
That was
400 or so injured.
500 something injured. Just
Yeah, it's terrible. It's
Terrible.
like you want to go out and be entertained, and
Yeah.
fortunately, you get caught up in someone else's anger
Yeah.
and actions. And
one of the safest places in the world should be, surrounded by people just trying to enjoy music, and then it turns into that. And
yeah, it's really terrible. I mean, it's always terrible when someone does something like that, but to do it when people are so not aware of their surroundings,
Right.
or they're there
people
to
thought
be
it was
entertained.
people thought it was fireworks at first.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
You know, it's
I
just
think
like like the movie theater situation. That still
Yep.
kind of haunts me. You know,
Yeah.
it did for sure after a few movies I saw after. You know, I pay attention to the exits, and still to this day, if I ever see someone get up and if they ever get to the exit, I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's like it just can't help but to
Yeah.
think of that, because it's terrible. It's all terrible.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I think there were a couple people from Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to remember them, and very sorry to all the families
course.
affected.
Yep. Don't let fear, keep you from, having fun and being entertained, because that's what they were doing. That's what they love to do, and yeah, you just gotta. We're all gonna get through this, and hopefully, we'll be better for it. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Josh.
I'm Joey.
Thanks to Billy for guesting. We'll be back, guys. Take care.
Bye.
So, be happy, not right, and get TiVo. TiVo will save your relationship. It will. Fellas, you ever have this happen to you? You're watching your favorite show? For me, it's SportsCenter. Ba-na-na, da-na-na. Happy, right? You're not making a sound in the world, just happy. And somehow that noise pisses women off to no end, doesn't it? Doesn't it, girls, that noise? Da-na-na. What the hell is that son of a bitch doing? Just sitting there on the damn couch, watching SportsCenter, wasting his damn time. We could be talking about my mother. I'm gonna put a stop to this crap. Right? Fellas, you don't even know the hurricane's coming. You're just sitting there. Then that's when they give us a non-time dependent chore that we have to go perform. There's no necessity for this chore. There's no urgency. But we got to go do it. And she sounds real sweet. They always sound sweet when they first tell us about the chore. Sugar or honey in front of it. Baby, can you take out the trash?